everybody, Special Key. Back another reading, and this is going to be a Steelo Brim reading. He's from Ridiculousness. He is a Gemini. I love me a Gemini man, okay? I know I say my man, but Kendrick Lamar, that's husband, bitch. Y'all saw how my husband sweeped all those AMAs, bitch? Yes. Ooh, I love that man. I'm so proud of my husband. He did so good. He got all them awards as he should have. What is you talking about? Anyways, let's see how he's feeling. Let's see how Steelo Brim's feeling. Let's see how he's feeling. Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, Three of Swords, Ten of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. So Swords represents the air sign and zodiac sign and how we deal with things mentally, and then we have Wands or staff representing the fire sign, zodiac sign, how passionate we are. We have Cups representing the water sign and how we deal with things emotionally, and then we have Pentacles or coins representing the earth signs and how we deal with things, and how grounded we are. Bitch, the fuck was that? Anyways, it's ridiculous. Is it still on? Because this is, okay, so one thing I'm gonna say is either one or two. One, he feels as though how much of a pull or how much of a hand he had in Ridiculousness, because this is giving, I put a lot of stuff on my back, I was helping, I was representing, I did all this stuff just to feel left out. Because sometimes, bitch, don't nobody even find out if show is canceled until it was online. Remember when all them shows were getting canceled and ain't nobody know about it? People found out. Oh, I found out the show was canceled online. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Bitch, how I work for a show and I know it's being canceled. I found it's being canceled online, bitch. I found out with the whole world, bitch. That's just I don't really watch Ridiculousness like that. I only seen like a few episodes. I've probably seen like 5 episodes and I didn't even watch the whole episode. It was like, okay, cool, change channel. I don't know. They really should have done like a reality thing so that way people can kind of get to know them better. And so if they decide to bridge off and do different ventures, that pretty much set them up to do so. Because Chanel, West Coast bitch, went to Love and Hip Hop home, okay? Was doing a little, whenever her Hazel E got into Hazel fucking, and then took over her own video shoot, bitch, because you know what? Because bitch, Hazel. Anyways, that dirty bitch. Disrespectful. And then the dancers, they just dance. First of all, who's paying you? Me or her? Because bitch, don't play with. Where was security at to escort that bitch off the premises? Anyways, how you gonna help me with my own video shoot just to take my video shoot? You know what? Dirty bitch like that. Anyways, this just energy is reminding me of somebody that feels as though they pulled their weight, even pulled more of their weight. And I guess he feels disrespect. Did he feel some type of way about it? Because it seems like how y'all do me like this when I help do a lot for y'all. And this really broke his heart. Because it's like we were supposed to be cool, we're supposed to be family, we're doing this other stuff, but it just seems like, well, I'm going to tell you this. Gemini, sometimes they have to learn a hard lesson when it comes to certain people being in their lives like that. Because Geminis, they can be guarded at first, but once they let you in, they start to fuck with you. Sometimes they continuously get fucked over by people who they feel as though they care about. And sometimes it can be hard for a Gemini to break away from a person that means them no good. They can know that a person means them no good, but depending on how long they know you or how long they like this with you, it takes them a while to cut you off. And I feel as though he's waiting for. Is he waiting for an apology, baby? If you waiting for an apology, you might. You know what? This is not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. I don't. Let me tell you something. If you're over here planting seeds and trying to wait for something, you know what? I hope he's not waiting for an apology. Either that, or he could be planning something, waiting for something to grow and for it to come in fruition. But he has to be careful, especially if he does this a lot, where he waits for somebody to come to him for something. Sometimes stop waiting for somebody. I'm gonna say this: either one, stop waiting for a motherfucker to come to you, because you do this bullshit every time. Let me tell y'all something. Geminis, they will wait for somebody to come to them to come right and correct. Stop waiting for motherfuckers to come to you, come right and correct. Baby, if they can't act right, fuck them. Stop giving motherfucking chances. See, y'all Geminis, y'all love giving people chances, bitch. And I don't like that. Y'all say what I gotta say, and it's kind of like, okay, we're gonna squash it, we brothers. Let's squash it, we brothers. We gonna say what we gotta say, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and we gonna squash it, whoop-de-whoop. But let me tell y'all something, Geminis wear their heart on their sleeves, they get hurt more easily, and people like to call them crybabies and be sensitive. Oh, y'all so fake. No. Geminis treat you accordingly, bitch. Maybe you're the fake hoe, okay? Because I never made a fake Gemini. I ain't never made a fake Gemini. I just know Geminis handle you accordingly. If they see you doing some fucked up shit, some shady shit, they will handle you from a distance. They see how you are. It's kind of like, oh, you're not come over here and fuck with me. I'm just saying. But at the same time, sometimes they be friends with people who don't mean them no fucking good. And then it's like, bitch, why you act like you stuck, hoe? Nah, they ain't fucked up like that, but you know, that's bro. Stop doing that. Stop pacifying motherfuckers. And they tend to do that to people who they love. Y'all gotta protect yourself and your energy and, you know, start doing boundaries, bitch. Wait, why he feel? And also, he also feels in due time that everything, whatever the issue is, in due time, he feels as though everything will get squashed and be prepared and be back to somewhat of a norm. Well, we gonna see something. What's going on with Steelo? What's going on with Steelo? What's going on with Steelo Brim? Okay, I got conflict and defeat in reverse, heartache and loss in reverse, and then rest and journey in reverse, rejoice and celebration is in reverse. So this energy it is what it is. There's no love lost, but there still is that pain and that animosity. It's like, it's still that pain. I feel like a sharp pain kind of like in my chest a little bit, like shortness of breath. It just feels like, how could you really do this to me? I'm trying to not think about it and move forward. And it's like he's using this energy to, like, let me tell you something. It's a scary sight to see Gemini pissed off. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, bitch. So, let me tell you something. And this right here is like he's using this anger and this built up energy, and he's focusing on a particular thing. He could probably use this as a drive to get his shit together. Because I see the comments, people saying, what does he do besides press those killer keyboards, bitch? And that's not funny. That's not funny. He does more than press the buttons on the keyboard, stuff like that. He's a part of the show. He gives commentary. He's entertaining. I don't mean to stutter like that, bitch. Don't do that. He's entertaining. He look good too, bitch. He a nice looking. But anyways, he's there. He's present. You know what I'm saying? And I don't ever think he ever missed a day. There's sometimes you might not see Chanel West Coast. I don't ever see him ever missing a day. I see him always being present. If I'm not mistaken. But right now, what he needs to do is sleep on it, pray, and meditate, and talk to your team to figure out what's the next step. Because if they sit in this energy like that for too long, they become ticky time bombs, and they end up saying some shit. And this is the shit that they've been meaning to say, and that has been weighing on their heart. But when it comes out, I know y'all seen Tupac when he got upset, bitch. Baby, when you say something. Tupac said, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. Did y'all see them interviews where he was talking? Child, could you imagine if he was still alive on Twitter? Bitch. Okay, I have moving on. Firm foundation is in reverse, and then prosperity beginnings is in reverse too. So he really needs to be careful and not rub certain feathers wrong, especially when he's talking. He needs to be able to say what he say in a way that's articulate and nobody can ever like brush it off like, oh my God, he's being too over emotional. Oh my God, he's being too aggressive. He needs to figure out to say what he got to say without having people dismiss him because he's being passionate about what he's saying. And he needs to be careful because not everybody your friend. What Mokri say? Not everybody your friend. Not everybody not your partner. But he does need to get some rest. And cause you know Geminis, they don't know how to sleep when they pissed off. When they mad, bitch, ain't no sleep, bitch. They up all night until they get what they gotta get off their chest. But right now, it's best for him to move forward, and he needs to rebuild. He needs to rebrand himself, or he needs to figure out what he needs to figure out. Okay, this is what I want. This is what I'm trying to do, and execute. If he's not doing that and he's all over the place, ain't nothing gonna come. He needs to be careful of what he does, and he needs to choose wisely and how he does things. He needs to really ground himself more, baby. And I'm just a messenger, bitch. And he needs to be careful on how he expresses himself, okay? Okay, and he needs to get out more, promote himself more, do what he needs to do so that way he can do what he wants to do passionately and what he really cares about in a passionate sense. Okay? I do wish that Rob would have, this is ridiculous, but I wish that he would have presented, hey, how about y'all follow us? Maybe do a little quick few segments where they follow them behind the scenes sometimes, you know, so people can get to know them better. And Steelo Brim, he seemed like he would be he should really go on podcast. I feel as though he's really intelligent, and I feel as though since he was on Ridiculous and he did rub elbows with certain people, he need to go on Steve O's podcast. He need to go on, I would say, Academics podcast. He needs to go on Hava's podcast. He needs to go on these different types of podcasts, like Nick Cannon's podcast, and rub elbows with Nick Cannon and see how Nick Cannon is able to help him. Like, he needs to go, like 85 show. He needs to spread out and figure out what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to start his own podcast. He needs to build up his following. You know, I'm just saying, and I just wish that please be careful on how you word your words. I'm Steelo Brim. You get a little upset, understandable, especially if it's justified, understand, but you gotta be careful on how you speak to certain people. They're gonna try to, you know, sometimes they might flip, oh, he's an aggressive black man. You know how they do. You make sure, very calm and collected, non-threatening voice, just saying, or if it gets to a point to where you have to have somebody else talk for you, do that. Well, is Ridiculousness, is it canceled? Or was something going on to where he felt betrayed, like they could have just told me instead of stabbed me in my back because ain't nobody informed him about something that he felt as though he should have been informed by because he helped too. It was that type of energy. Child, you know what? I wish him nothing but the best. Okay, thank you for watching.